Greetings, comrades. Hope this finds you well. Quick shout out to INN, the Indie News Network, which I am a part of. Definitely follow INN on all these social media accounts. So this is a really interesting article by Alan McLeod at Mint Press News. Highly rate his work and that of Mint Press News in general. And it's detailing Tulsi Gabbard's, continual shift to the right on a number of issues. And frankly, it basically seems that, Tulsi Gabbard doesn't really have any deeply held political, positions or policies. And she basically, whatever is going to gain her the most, notoriety, attention, or power at the time, that seems to be kind of her kind of political trajectory, right? Whatever is best for her at the moment, that's kind of what she adopts, right? So she was, celebrating Rittenhouse not being found guilty, so upholding, the white supremacist Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's see. With no evidence, this is Gabbard. Mainstream media and Antifa-loving politicians immediately labeled Rittenhouse a white supremacist terrorist. Again, he was flashing white supremacist signs. He was out there upholding white supremacy. Jesus Christ. And then she's talking about, please stop the racialization of everyone and everything. This is what our country and world needs most right now. Stop the racialization of everything, even though the fucking United States was founded on white supremacy, the genocide of the indigenous people, and the enslavement of Africans. But yes, let's stop talking about the racialization, even though that's at the fucking bedrock of this settler colonial state. Jesus Christ. Tulsi's going all in on All Lives Matter, remarked California-based media analyst Steve Pat. I've never seen any politician move right as far as Gabbard, right? It does almost makes your head spin how quick this transformation happened, right? And then, regular contributor on all these different Fox News platforms now. She showed this was about the Waukesha murder case. Gabbard argued the incident showed that leftists are endangering America, likening defunding the police to release a bail on the suspect charged with multiple. Jesus. Yes. This. What in the fuck, dude? She has spent most of her time on the network, Fox, chastising Democratic Party, despite once being DNC vice chair in a Fox News primetime segment titled last week, Dems Target Their Political Enemies. She presented her own colleagues as perhaps the greatest threat to liberty in America. But again, no type of structural critique or anything. It's Democrats are bad now. Republicans are good. Republicans are good. No type of structural analysis when both parties serve war, imperialism, the corporations, the capitalist class. Her analysis is just completely off base, right? If you're going to throw shade at Democrats, all for it, but Republicans are equally as bad, if not worse, on these issues, right? Dems have become the party of hate and division. I mean, what? And she's going on fucking Fox News, Tucker Carlson. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. God damn. She openly celebrated Republican victory in Virginia gubernatorial election earlier this month, which saw Glenn Youngkin defeat Terry McAuliffe, telling Carlson that McAuliffe's loss is a victory for all Americans. No, it's definitely not a victory. I mean, Jesus Christ. She also condemned leftists who complain about Republicans using racial dog whistles, claiming they were comparing the American public to dogs. That's all that Fox News and Tucker Carlson does is use these racial dog whistles. I mean, god damn. Calling out Joe Biden. Yeah, she was talking about Biden's open border policy. I made a video about that before, which is just, again, completely off base. There's no truth to it. So she's just spouting these Republican, these conservative, these right-wing talking points that aren't based in reality at all. She presented Trump as a sensible leader, praising him for his efforts to shore up the southern frontier of Mexico. In reality, open borders, Biden has deported nearly 1.3 million people in less than a year in office, nearly 3 times the figure Trump achieved in 4 years. But yes, he has an open border policy. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yes, talking about throwing shit at Build Back Better. Which again, the criticism there is it didn't go nearly enough to improve the material conditions of the working class. From anti-war hero to drone queen. Yeah, so this is about that drone strike that the Biden administration said was targeting terrorists in Kabul when it in fact killed 10 fucking innocent people. Let's see. I think it's important American people understand that Islamist jihadists are continuing to wage war against us, them barely acknowledging that the slain Afghan children, again, that's who was killed in this drone strike, including fucking children. So I guess those are Islamist jihadist children, and Tulsi Gabbard is fine with them being, extrajudicially murdered by the U.S. empire. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. God damn, dude. We've seen this is from Lee Camp, I believe, yep, a nearly 180 from Tulsi Gabbard this year. Opinion on many subjects are now indecipherable from Fox News, which is why they've been inviting her on regularly. Lee Camp, political comedian who has followed Gabbard's career trajectory closely. Rate Lee Camp as well. He's awesome. Many of her tweets seem to pretend race is not an issue in America, a country with overwhelmingly white supremacist foreign and domestic policy. Yes. Much of her ire and concern has shifted from those without health care to those refugees coming through our open borders. Tulsi now feeds into this toxic nationalism and xenophobia that has allowed the American empire to abuse other peoples and cultures for generations, ironically including white America's annexation of her home state of Hawaii. And then, yep, she was serving the U.S. empire, and when she was deployed to Africa, right? All this seems a far cry from the woman who resigned from the DNC in 2016 in order to stand with Bernie Sanders. Consistently shared anti-war opinions and potential conflicts with Russia or Syria. But where's that fire now? She's gone, completely, overboard with these right-wing lies and propaganda about Biden's, open borders, about Rittenhouse, about, all these issues. So 2017, she was saying, dismantle the systemic racism that causes black men to disproportionately receive harsher sentences compared to other races and ethnicities for the same type of crime. Yet, when a movement emerged raising the same point, she attacked it, siding with Rittenhouse. Then now she condemned Trump for the policy she now says were correct. Again, just a complete flip-flop. Mike Preisner also they rate his work and that of the Empire Files, right? Abby Martin. The grift and pursuit of power by this lieutenant colonel is unmatched. Started as an anti-bigot, anti-gay official, it's like her father, became generic mainstream Dem to get into Congress, then attack Obama from the right, Dem to Bernie progressive, bandwagon to a Bernie-like candidate, now full MAGA. The shift has been, amazing. Just all of these transformations, Big fan of Modi, Sisi, the former dictator of Egypt, apartheid state of Israel as well. Her father, Mike Gabbard, founder of Stop Promoting Homosexuality in America. I mean, Jesus Christ. Narendra Modi, a big fan of Modi. He's another right-wing fascist, leader in India. Drove to strip millions of Indian Muslims of their citizenship and overseeing other anti-Muslim violence. Gabbard, a practicing Hindu, gifted Modi her childhood copy of the sacred Bhagavad Gita. Jesus Christ. So that's Tulsi Gabbard. There's more of it. Definitely worth checking out. But yeah, she's playing both sides, and it seems like, again, she has no real political compass or ideology. It's whatever suits her best at the time. She's willing to say or do that to advance her own political career and interest. And you can't take those people, seriously, because they don't believe in nothing. The only thing they believe in is what benefits them. So she just seems to be another, narcissistic, former politician at this point who just wants to stay in power, right? Like the video if you like the damn video. Quick shout out to Uber Comrade supporting my channel, partner in Indie Left News. Peace. Much love.